Hey y'all, welcome back to Keep Austin Seared. Today we are making skillet cornbread, but not just any skillet cornbread, jalapeno popper skillet cornbread. This is Texas style cornbread, not the kind that you eat where it's more like sweet corn muffin style. This is not sweet. This is a savory cornbread. It has cheddar cheese. It has cream cheese. It has jalapenos. We used the cast iron skillet, and so it's got these delicious buttery, crispy edges. Okay, let's get going. Okay, the very first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get our oven preheating to 450 degrees. We're going to cut up our jalapenos. We're going to dice 2 of them and then slice 1. The diced ones are gonna get mixed in to the batter, and the sliced one will be used for a topping. Okay, we've got those 2 diced. We're gonna go ahead and slice this one because it's gonna be more of a topping. Okay, now we're gonna use this smaller knife to go ahead and get that core out. We don't want it to be like over the top spicy, just delicious spicy. So we're gonna go ahead and get that out of there before we finish slicing. This is a 1-pound block of cheese. We're only gonna need half of it. So I'm going to slice it in half, actually lengthwise. Set this half over here. Now we're gonna cut it into cubes, about like 1/2-inch cubes. Okay, now this part's important. You're gonna wanna take a cube and taste it to make sure it's safe for your family. Okay, now that our oven is preheated, we're gonna take 5 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna put them in the cast iron, and we're gonna put that in the oven so that the butter can melt. We want 5 tablespoons because we actually need 4 for our cornbread batter, but you want some to stay in the skillet to help the edges get nice and crispy. Okay, go ahead and pop that in the oven. And let's get to mixing our batter. Okay, we're gonna mix our dry ingredients first. We're starting with 2 cups of cornmeal. We've got 1/2 cup of regular all-purpose flour. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And 1 teaspoon of salt. Now we're whisking this together to combine. Okay, we're gonna move on to our wet ingredients, 1 egg, and 2 cups of buttermilk. The butter is melted, but we don't want it to brown, so we're going to go ahead and kind of swirl this around. In our pan, make sure it's nice and coated, and then pour the melted butter aside. Okay, now whisk these together. Okay, now we're going to combine our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. Okay, now we're going to add in the melted butter. Okay, now we're going to take our cheese and the diced jalapeno. We're switching from the whisk to this guy, and we're going to go ahead and fold these right in there. And the cheese. For this part, we've got to move kind of quickly. So we're going to pour half of our batter into our pan, and then we're going to dollop about half of our cream cheese in just little, little dollops about like that over the top, and then we'll pour the second half over that and do some more. Now we're just gonna spread this top layer out over that bottom layer, get it nice and even, try to cover up that cream cheese as much as possible, get it buried down in there. Doesn't have to be perfect, like I said, we gotta kind of move fast. All right. Now we're gonna add the rest of that cream cheese over the top, and then top with our sliced jalapenos. Okay, we're just getting them kind of evenly spaced out here so that they look nice. Okay, now let's get it in the oven. Okay, we're gonna leave that in there for about 20 or 25 minutes till the cornbread is getting a little bit brown on top. Okay guys, it's been about 25 minutes. Let's check in on it and see how it's doing. How incredible does this look? This turned out amazing, and I cannot wait to try it. We're ready to give it a shot. First though, let me just let you know, you are making a little bit of a trade-off when you add all of that cream cheese to your batter. You're gonna lose a little bit of the structural integrity from a standard cornbread. And that's fine. It's a worthwhile trade-off, but you're not gonna get the clean slices if you've got that much cream cheese down in there. You could just put cream cheese on top if you wanted to slice cleaner. It's not gonna have as much and it's not gonna taste as good. It's as good as it looks. It really is. The cheddar, I mean, like, it's still warm, so those blocks of cheddar are so melty and delicious in there, especially the parts that kind of got cooked along the bottom of the pan. The cream cheese is creamy and the jalapenos taste fresh. They still have a little bit of crunch, but not too much. Since we used the butter in the cast iron skillet, you have this like delicious outer crust on it. It's so good. Okay, go make this and let me know what you think. All right, bye y'all.